Hello and welcome back to Football Manager once again. As I mentioned in the last video, which you will see 2 hours for this one, if you watch it at all, as soon as it goes up that is, this is the FA Cup game against Manchester United. There was supposed to be a video yesterday on Thursday, as you're watching this, but obviously I couldn't get the videos up, it was just too late, so they're up today on the Friday as you watch this. If you're watching it on the day it comes out, as I said, blah 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 blah. Right, just get all the things out of the way. I've not changed the side at all, because I just haven't had the chance to. I'm literally playing this as soon as I finished the last video, so nothing's changed. Iban Nato's going to come in for Dor because he picked up a slight knock in between the last game and this one. Tasic can't play because he's cup tied. Same with Lilic, so instead we're having Fabio De Santis and Sahevic on the bench, Nato in the main side. Barry is keeping his first team spot, and he's going to come out of the team probably at half time. He's not playing well. If he is playing well, might leave him for the entire game. Try and get him a few more goals, because believe it or not, he's actually in the top 5 top goal scorers, which I think is quite nice actually, for a player that's been here for 3 years now? 2023, so it's been 4 years now he's been here, which is obviously quite nice. He's a developed player, brought in for a free from Villarreal, so he's definitely got the talent he needs to be at the club, and he's already scored the same number of goals he scored last season with 7 less games. He's played a lot better this season as well, so it's a positive, of course, seeing that happen. Unfortunately, we're playing Manchester United side on the back of a 4-0 win over AC Milan. So, yeah, I'm expecting defeat, I'll have to admit it. I'm expecting defeat. We beat them in the Carabao Cup, but it took all the way to extra time, and then from then on to the 100th minute before we even scored a goal. So, I'm not expecting to win this game. Let's be blunt about it. I'm expecting Manchester United to beat us, not drastically, but definitely 1 or 2 goals. To be honest with you. Right, Mario Augusto now with a throw-in, gets it into the box to the head of Nato. Unfortunately doesn't get to him. Thomas now with the ball, plays to Lopez. There's a shot from Lopez blocked by Manchester United. Thomas plays it all the way back to Anil Erdogan, in the middle looking for Thomas. Thomas runs it forward, plays it to Jovanovski, to the edge of the Manchester United box, crosses it in, finding Yildirim's header, and Cengiz Yildirim, who after the last game, I fined him for poor performances. For poor form, and he wasn't very happy about it. So clearly he's just scored a goal to prove me wrong that he's been playing poorly. And as I said that, he gets a yellow card, so yeah, fair enough. Glebison Luiz for about to say a free kick thrown into the box, but thankfully that ball hit the crossbar and not the back of the net. Glebison Luiz with another corner kick headed away by Nato, only as far as Isaac Skriniar. Now, Jose Vitor to Glebison Luiz, and thankfully Mason Greenwood gets the ball wide of the post. Another corner kick from Manchester United. Swings it into the near post, but thankfully the header is over the bar. And after 15 minutes we do still lead 1-0. Another corner kick from Manchester United. Swings it into the far post this time. And it's a penalty. Of course, it's a penalty. Can't have a game against one of the big 6 or against a big side without giving away a penalty and conceding it, because that's just how this game works. God, that's frustrating. Almost every time we play a big 6 side, we give away a penalty. And because for some reason the way this game works with goalkeepers now, they very rarely, if ever, save a penalty from open play. Not like a penalty shootout at the end of the match. And it's just very frustrating as a manager watching this. You need to be able to know that, oh Christ's sake, 2-1 to Manchester United now, as I was speaking there. But as I was saying, it's very frustrating knowing that you're playing a big 6 side and they're going to get a penalty against you. And it's not because I'm telling them to get stuck in, because I'm not. I'm actually telling them the opposite, stay on their feet, not to go stuck in, but it's a handball they're giving away for that penalty, which it's just frustrating, as you can hear. Mario Augusto then long clearance finds Louis Barry. Now at halfway, trying to get round the last defender, does very well to do so. Now to Roberto Lopez, not Roberto Luis, and he makes it 2-2. Roberto Luis and Jesus, I can't stop saying it now. Roberto Lopez and Louis Barry working very well to get our equaliser there. 4 yellow cards now for Manchester United, just showing they are frustrated with not being able to pull ahead and stay ahead in this match. I'm really passionate to say if we can get a goal, I make us favourites to win. Just trying to motivate the side to get that goal that's going to put us ahead. I will demand more from the team. Thankfully that didn't end up in a goal, because I'm pretty sure that was a Manchester United throw-in. Another Manchester United throw-in now from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, headed on by Greenwood but cleared by Thomas, only as far as Jose Vitor. Now to Mateus Enrique, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce Latin names, it's going to be quite difficult. But Manchester United now go 3-2 up, thanks to the same person that scored their second goal. Because of absolutely diabolically poor defending, and I have only now just realised that didn't show a replay. Why didn't it show a replay? Apparently there's no replays. Oh, what did I have as my replays? That was that one. That one, I think. I don't know. I'll change it when I get to the end of the match and the end of the video. I'll see what needs to be changed. I'm going to make 2 changes now. I don't know why that's still coming up. 2 changes now. I'm going to bring off Louis Barry for Mateus because he's currently not playing great. And I'm also going to bring off Iban Neto for Ross Barkley. And the next change will probably be Jovanovski coming off for... Oh, I can't. That's annoying. I can't bring Jovanovski off. So I'm going to probably have to bring off Cengiz Yildirim if I bring a player off at this point. There's no point changing the defenders if you're chasing a game. Plizzaro with a long kick forward, finding the head of Yildirim. Thomas now with the ball. Runs it forward, looking to try and get a player into a shooting position. Instead has a go himself, but very poor and wide of the post. At 70 minutes now on the clock, we are still at 3-2 down. Less than 1,000 Manchester United fans have actually made the trip to London to watch this match, where they're probably going to make their way into the semi-final of the FA Cup. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now to Kessie, plays it back to Wan-Bissaka, now to Louis, now to Jampo, back to Kessie, crosses it to Rashford, who heads out to Kyle Wone. Wone now with a pass back to Cook, who crossed the ball into Jampo, but thankfully Plizzari makes up for his poor goalkeeping earlier in the match with a clean save. Long throw from Plizzari, very unorthodox given that he's not supposed to be doing that, to Jovanovski, now to Barkley, over the top looking for Erdogan. Finds him, gets the cross into the box for Yildirim's header, and I take it all back. He can do that throw however many times he wants. Cengiz Yildirim scoring his second of the game, making it 3-3 on the night against Manchester United, well actually in the afternoon, against Manchester United. And I'm going to make that final change now, and it's not going to be Yildirim. The final change is going to be Eduardo coming off for Axel Tuanzebe, because he's got the lowest condition of all the centre-backs, and Mario Augusto's playing rather well for once. Skriniar plays it forward to Nazim, back to Skriniar, now to Cook, back to Nazim, into middle finding Kessie. Runs it forward, now to the edge of the box. I think that was a shot, but I can't be too sure with how far wide it went. After this match, Manchester United are going to be fined by the FA, as they had 6 players yellow carded, but it does just show you that they are very frustrated with how this match is going. Erdogan now with a long throw, gets it to Barkley, crosses it in, finding Thomas's header, but it is just over the bar. And apparently we were supposed to have played 4 minutes of stoppage time. We've played 6. De Gea now with the goal kick. Kicks it short, finding Jose Vitor. Plays it out wide to Nazim, and that is full time. Meaning we need to win in extra time. And I'm going to passionately say that I've been happy with their performance so far, because I have. We were going into this game with the knowledge that defeat was almost certain. And I'm going to bring off Yildirim, because despite his good performance, he's at sub 60% conditioning, so that's not worth risking. I'm going to ask for some creativity going to start this extra time, knowing that they are actually... Oh no, they're not. They were down a man at the back because Skriniar was taken off with an injury, but it appears they were allowed to bring on Chilwell as a replacement. And the first half extra time ends without a goal. Let's go for demand more for this half of extra time. 10 minutes still to play and we have a throw-in. Erdogan short to Barkley, now to Jovanovski. Jovanovski plays it back to Barkley. Barkley, poor from Barkley, gives it to Rashford, who gets through to the edge of the box, but thankfully Augusto makes the tackle, well, block I should say, and the ball forward from Lopez finds Mateus, who shoots but saved by David De Gea, who I looked up would be 37 at this point in time. He is 37. That is a very, very old goalkeeper. I mean, I think Gianluigi Buffon... 36, going to be 37 at the end of this season. Gianluigi Buffon, I'm pretty sure, retired at 38, I believe, in real life. So that is just clear that just proves a point. David De Gea is here to stay. Taking number 5, I'm not trusting Tuanzebe to take the 5th penalty. Instead, I'm going to give it up to Mario Augusto, who is going to jump from 7th to 5th, Axel Tuanzebe down to 7th place. And we're actually going to start with our penalties with Jovanovski, which is risky. Rashford gets his penalty saved by Alessandro Pizzari. Now, Jovanovski steps up. Will he put his shot in? He does, in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, I always thought Jovanovski was left-footed. I don't know why I thought this. He's been a player for 3-4 years almost with the club now, and not once have I ever looked at his things and gone, yeah, he's right-footed. I've always assumed he was left-footed for some reason. Unfortunately, Manchester United did score their second goal, their second penalty, and Mateus doesn't score with our second penalty, meaning we are back to square one now, with Glebison Louis taking the penalty for Manchester United and scoring it in the bottom right hand corner. Ross Barkley now with a penalty steps up and he puts it into the bottom right as well, giving us a 2-2 at the moment. Jampo now with the ball. Jampo looking probably bottom left. I was wrong, top left. But he does score it, meaning that Roberto Lopez must score his effort. I believe, yeah, he is left-footed, Roberto Lopez. And he does score his effort into the bottom left as well, meaning that this penalty for Manchester United, if they miss and we score, we win. If they score and we miss, they win. Cook scores the penalty. If we do not score this effort, we are out of the FA Cup. And Mario Augusto is the man to step up and take this penalty. And according to the body language thing on the left over here, he is displaying little emotion. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But he does step up and he does make it count. Custodio now for Manchester United steps up. With his right foot, he kicks the ball into the bottom left and gives Manchester United their 5th penalty. And now stepping up is Anil Erdogan, the Turkish right back who has been here for almost 5 years, I would put it down at. And I would be very happy to see him score in this game as a penalty. And he does it into the bottom left, and it does look likely that Tuanzebe could very well be the final penalty taker regardless. Kyle Wone steps up and he scores it straight down the middle Plizzari diving the wrong... well, he dived, which he didn't need to do. And Tuanzebe is now stepping up. And he knows full well that I've put him out of the top 5 of the penalty takers, giving him the number 7 spot. Will that matter? Will that put him off? Will he intentionally miss? Will he miss by any stretch? No, he doesn't. Tuanzebe does score the penalty. And now Jose Vitos is up for Manchester United. And Jose Vitos smashes it into the bottom right hand corner. And Plizzari, unfortunately, didn't dive. Now, Tichuan Thomas steps up. I believe French. Hang on a moment. Yes, French central midfielder, 25 years old, steps up against David De Gea. And he scores as well. I believe the next penalty taker for us is Yulla. Or possibly Nestorov. I'm not sure. But Chilwell steps up and also scores. I assume at some point someone will miss again. But it doesn't look like it at the moment. Nestorov stepping up. I hope what I have just said there doesn't mean Nestorov is the one to miss, as this game has previous with making me eat my words in a rather negative connotation. Nestorov steps up, and he doesn't miss. The Ukrainian wonder kid smashes that ball into the top right hand corner and scores our 8th penalty. Nazim for Manchester United has his penalty saved, meaning that if Yulla scores this penalty, we are through to the FA Cup semi-finals. But he has to step up and score. David De Gea knows that if he does not save this, or the ball does not go away from the goal, they will lose. Yulla steps up, and he doesn't score. Now David De Gea stepping up against Alessandro Plizzari to make it 9-8 to Manchester United, and he unfortunately does. Now Plizzari must take a penalty, and if he scores, we stay back at, well, we start again effectively. But if he misses, we lose. Plizzari stepping up, the Italian goalkeeper, who has made multiple appearances for Italy now, does score. Rather tame penalty, I'll admit, but he scores. Now Rashford sets up for his second effort, missing his first, missing his second, and we have another opportunity for a, well, chance to win, with Nenad Jovanovski stepping up for his second penalty of this shootout, knowing that if he scores, we are through. I don't know how many more times I can say that before it stops making any sense in my brain as a word, as like you do with any other word. Jovanovski steps up, and he scores. Millwall are in the FA Cup semi-final, and that is now 16 without defeat. And Lewis Cook. Okay. For some reason, I see that name quite a lot on my Football Manager playthroughs, normally as a regen. It doesn't really matter, we are through, and I'm happy with the result, how we played. I couldn't be happier. I could not be happy with you. And yeah, very pleased. We won on penalties, admittedly, yes, but we won regardless. Now, I just noticed we have to play Ukraine in our European Championship group, so I could be playing Nestorov. And I cannot believe it took 12 penalties apiece before we won. But now, we won the FA Cup final. This final? No, quarter final. If we won the final, that'd be incredible. We've been given 858 grand, and yeah, there's not a lot I can say that's bad about this. I believe we also got through to the semi-finals a couple of years ago. Oh no, we got through the quarter-finals a couple of years ago against Arsenal, but we did lose that one, unfortunately. So this is our first appearance in the FA Cup semi-final for well over a decade, I'm pretty sure. The last time they did it in real life was possibly the year they got to the runner-up in the FA Cup in 2004, back here. They've never actually won the FA Cup, which is a rather odd thing for a club to have. But as you can see, these are the honours for Millwall, and as long as I'm here, I plan on adding to them. I've already added 4, I believe, since I joined, being the Carabao Cup, runner-up in the Championship, runner-up in the European Super Cup, and winner of the Europa League. Other than that, I don't think I've actually did anything else, so I'm very pleased with how much I've been able to complete at my time at Millwall so far, and I don't plan for it to end. So until next time, I bid thee adieu,